comes a choo-choo train of Jive Talkin. You're gonna rock it, gonna learn some news with me. Jive Talkin with Shane D. Jive Talkin with Shane D. Get your news and your sex for free. Jive Talkin with Shane D. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another interesting, deep learning experience here with the your only news source. Well, one of your many news sources for heavy metal and hard rock news. Shane Diablo here, back with episode 22 of Jive Talkin with Shane D. Kind of a weird week here. We have some stories lined up to talk about. We got a couple of super groups to talk about and stuff. I thought this was very interesting, though, because everyone has seen the viral clip of Marilyn Manson dressed like a Mickey Mouse or something, and he goes over and he kicks or smacks John 5, and John 5 just drops a guitar and says, "Oh, I'm so damn mad I could spit." And then they're gonna fight there on stage. We've all seen that. This here, John 5 explains the 2003 onstage incident with Marilyn Manson. I just snapped. And I'd always been curious what happened with that. I don't think it takes a lot for anyone to want to kick Marilyn Manson in the balls, quite frankly. I think he can do that pretty easily. It'd probably be a miserable experience, especially that drummer. I can't remember what his name was. Was that Gacy? John Wayne Gacy or something like that. The drummer, he had a real problem with. They were always beating the hell out of him and throwing shit at him and everything else. But let's get into this and see what this is. During an appearance on Monday, April 11th, episode Sirius XM, Junk in the Trunk, Eddie Junk in the Trunk Nation with Eddie Trunk, John 5 reflected on the infamous 2003 See Below, so we can watch that video, of the former Marilyn Manson guitarist throwing down his guitar on stage and pushing the shock rocker after he kicks John 5 in the chest during a live performance of The Beautiful People, The Beautiful People. It's all relative to the size of your steeple. At the Rock am Ring Festival in Germany. And this is John 5 here. What happened was my sister passed away. My sister died unexpectedly, John 5 explains, and I was shocked. I was in Europe, and I was coming down the stairs off stage after a concert, and they told me my sister died. And I was in a state of shock. You just go into a state of shock. And here's the strange thing that happened to me. I didn't sleep for days and days and days. It was the strangest thing. I just wasn't tired. And I remember going to the band members' room, going, I can't sleep. I just can't sleep. I haven't slept in now 2 days, or blah, blah, blah. So anyways, fast forward to the Rock am Ring show. Now, what Manson did, that happened all the time, John 5 continued. He didn't do anything wrong. I just snapped. It was weird. I went nuts. I didn't even remember. I just snapped. And I feel terrible watching it now because it really was my fault. What? You can't really hear what he's saying, obviously, but he's saying, pick up your guitar, because it looks like he's going, come on, come on. But he's saying, pick up your guitar, and talk to me. Buy yourself a Diet Coke if you know what that's from. Because he knew what was going on, and I feel horrible about it. But it was just a bad situation at the time. It was terrible because he was so nice during that time and all that stuff. I was in such a weird place, and it was just a bad time. I don't even remember it happening. It was just terrible. After John 5 left Manson band in 2004, he dismissed the idea that his departure was fraught with friction. What actually happened was, at the end of the tour, we were just on different roads, he explained. Yeah, because John 5 likes to spend a lot of his time with Rob Zombert. You ever heard of him, Rob Zombert? He does those horror movies, and he does Dig the Ditches and Burn Through Your Britches. And he would rather be there. And Rob Zombert And Marilyn Manson, they've been out on the road several times together, good and bad. It's happened where it's fallen apart, and it's been good. But if you're John 5 and you're doing a concert tour with Rob the Zombie Zombert, or Marilyn Manson, I would pick Rob Zombie to hang out with. And so if that guy says, "Do you want to dig through my britches and join my band?" I'd say yes, I do. What actually happened was, at the end of the tour, we were just on different roads, he explained to Electric Basement. At the time, it was completely amicable. He just wanted to write with other members of the band, and I wanted to do other things. Yep, John 5, he's got his solo album out with the Creatures. John 5 and the Creatures will embark on the Sinners Tour next week. The band consists of John 5 on guitar, Ian Ross on bass, and drum Alex Mercado. Opening 15 of the 27 stops are the Haxons, the spooky rock duo featuring New Year's Day frontwoman Ash Costello and Rob Zombie bassist Biggie D. I didn't know that existed. What does John 5 say here? "I am so happy and excited to get out there on the road. It's one of my favorite things to do in life, and I am excited to see all the familiar faces. I can't wait to play some new songs off the Sinners album and travel the country. It truly is going to be an amazing year." John 5 has played with all kinds of folks in his time. He's done stuff with David Lee Roth, and he did something. I heard a fantastic story from John 5 on a podcast where he was mentioning the first time that he'd ever met Rob Halford. And he said he went to Rob Halford's house. Rob Halford had a beautiful white couch, and he had a Reese's Pieces or a Reese's Buttercup or something, and that he was eating on the way to the door, and he thought, "Ooh, I better just do something with this." So he stuck it in his back pocket. When Rob got up to get him a chamomile tea or something, he realized the chocolate had bled out onto the couch. So if I remember the story right, John 5 was absolutely scared to death about it, so he flipped the cushion. And later on, he told Rob Halford about that, and he said he thought one of his cats just shit on the couch, was all that was. If you pay any kind of attention to the YouTube channel, you know that recently we did a story on Santa Cruz. The band blatantly caught lip syncing. They played a show at Whiskey A Go-Go. I've since heard folks talking about how the whole concert's basically a train wreck. And I don't know the ins and outs, but apparently one dude owns the name of the band, and the rest of the guys are kind of fill-ins or something. But this here is the singer. So if you want to go watch that video, you can. Eddie Junk in the Trunk was the guy that alerted me to it, because I saw he posted something and said, "This is just sickening and disgusting that bands are using backing tracks." Well, rest assured, this might be answered here. Santa Cruz frontman denies miming at Whiskey concert. Do not talk about something you don't know anything about. So go watch the video, and maybe he's David Copperfield or something. I don't know. And did I call him Archie Cruz? Because his name's Archie Cruz, but I feel like I was just calling him whatever. I don't know. But I thought I called him a name, and I thought it was Archie Cruz, and it turns out his name is Archie Cruz. Santa Cruz frontman Archie Cruz has fired back at reports that he was miming to a track during the band's performance last week in West Hollywood, California. On April 6th, Santa Cruz, whose current lineup consists of Cruz, along with new recruits, Jerry Jade on guitar, Tom Bradley bass, and Randy Damian on drums, played a show at the legendary Whiskey A Go-Go venue. The following day, a fan film video of Santa Cruz performing the song Under the Gun, that is the one that we took a look at, was posted on the Concert Rock YouTube channel, showing Cruz at one point walking away from the microphone while the singing continued to be heard through the PA until Cruz, Jade, and Bradley returned to their microphones for what was the song's chorus section. 2 days after the concert, is there going to be a video clip? There is. Okay, so we're just going to read this, and then we're going to listen to what he's got to say. 2 days after the concert, Sirius XM radio personality Eddie Junk in the Trunk took to his Facebook page to share the Concert Rock video. That's the post that I showed on the video that we did. Under the Gun performance. And he included the following message. This is beyond words. Everyone, I guess, just okay with this, question mark? As I've said and have been saying, this has become an epidemic that needs to stop. So bad, it's to the point this band doesn't even attempt to fake their lip sync. Stunning. Imagine paying to see a band you love live, and it's anything but. What's the point? Imagine you are a band that puts the work in to be live, and others don't. Others don't. Play to a computer, and fans talk about how great they sound. Pathetic. It's the norm in pop. It's got to stop in rock. Bands, fans, and promoters have to care that a live rock show is live, or it will only get worse. Madness. Hashtag madness. I've got some serious I'm very mad about this. So let's go down here and check this out and see what he says. This is Archie Cruz, and he's going to have his guitar there and tell you, guys, I didn't do this. Let's see.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Archie here. I just feel like I need to clear some shit out. Obviously, there's been a lot of backlash after our show at the Whiskey last Wednesday, and we've been accused of miming on the track, which is not true. We did have backing tracks, but we just had some layers, and that is literally what every fucking big man is doing right now, which is...
Okay, the problem that I have with this, guys, is every time he rubs his head. You know, when people do that where they go, I'm busted, man, I'm busted. You know, what do they say about looking at your eyes? Like, oh, if someone's lying to you, they look off and up to the left or something. When you do that kind of rubbing through the hands and the hair like that, it gives me the vibe that maybe he's going, I'm busted, I need to figure this out.
So I feel like I need to clear that out right now. So this is my vocals. This is what I do live.
Oh.
Show me the secrets that you keep under your bed. Take me to deepest, darkest places.
Jesus, let's get the backup vocals back on. Put the backing tracks back on there. Yeah, because the other voices were going, a monster on your bed. So if he's doing that.
Anyway, that's my track. That's 100% live. And what we had in the PA was a octave lower harmony and octave higher harmony.
Is it still cheating? You be the judges of that. You be the judges of that. Is that still cheating? I feel like at a live, when you get an album and you listen to the album and you love the album, when you go to see that band, you do not want to hear that album sound exactly like the album. You want them putting in the hard work. And the hard work means the everything that you can't accomplish from that record. Everything that you've put into that record. Every ping, pop, bang, tambourine, every single backup vocal, of course, they're not going to be there. They're not going to be there because that's what you want. You want to go and see these guys, what they laid down on tape. You don't want it to sound exactly like that. You want to see them live performing it right before you. That's the love of it, right? Or am I wrong? Get in the comments below and give me the feedback. Let's do it.
To back that shit up like this.
Okay, now he's going to do the... I wouldn't even want that. I would not even want that in the PA system, but... Is he going to do it with it?
Do not talk about something you don't know anything about, or do not accuse us of doing something that's not true. So...
Do not accuse us of doing something that you don't know is true. Well, you be the judge on that. I would say get rid of those backing vocal tracks and let the other two dudes that have microphones do it there, and let them do it at the tempo and pitch that they're good at, and then you go, this is live, man. essentially you're still faking it, right? Because the backups that are coming through that he goes, you see, these are just only extra tracks. They're not like what I'm singing to. What I'm singing to is different. Yeah, but the other two dudes are still going to get up there with their lips and supposedly pretend to be singing those backup tracks. So you be the judge on that. Michael Shanker. We're back with more Michael Shanker news. I don't know if it's because I love doing his German accent and pretending it's Michael Shanker, or because Michael Shanker says, he looks back on his brief stint as guitarist of RATT, and he couldn't wait to get out of it. This guy, fantastic musician, many people inspired by his guitar playing and everything else. But sometimes it seems like he's a little full of himself, right? Everyone sucks but him kind of a thing. I don't know. In a new interview with Rock the Experience with Mike Brunn, legendary German guitarist Michael Shanker reflected on how he agreed in the late 1990 during one of the Macaulay Schenker Group's many breaks to do a favor for his friend Warren DeMartini and temporarily replace Robin Crosby in Los Angeles glam rockers RATT. That was harmless. It was absolutely harmless, Michael said. Warren DeMartini is an absolutely Michael Shanker fan. He loved me so much. And he became a friend. So Robin Macaulay and we joined the same management, Left Bank. And so I did two things. There was a 6-month break with Robin and myself before we gonna start recording the next album. And in those 6 months, I was approached by Left Bank, management and recording company. It was both. And I was asked if I wanted to do a thing with Contraband. The all-star project featuring members of Shock Island, Vixen, LA Guns, and RATT. Oh, we're getting into some more supergroup stuff here, because we got a couple of them coming up here. Let's see, and I agree. Contraband. It was interesting project. My voice has changed. My dialect there. And the other thing was RATT was just about to go on tour. And they had lost their other guitarist, Robin Crosby. And Warren DeMartini, he came to me straight away. Right away, he comes straight to me and asked me. And I did it as a friend. I thought, I'm not doing anything else. Why not do this? It's a harmless thing. And when I was done with it, I carried on with Robin. When he was asked if RATT ever tried to convince him to stay and record an album with the band, Michael said, I don't remember because there was so chaotic. It was really awkward to be with them because they were divided. I don't remember. I think it was the bass player and drummer were divided. And then the guitarist and the singer, there was always a battle going on, and I was in the middle of it. I hated it. I couldn't wait to get out. While he was with RATT, Shanker appeared on a 1990 episode of MTV's popular Unplugged series. Ooh, we might have to look at that. Where they shared the stage with all-female rock band Vixen. Michael Shanker first appeared on Scorpion's 1972 album Lonesome Crow, earned acclaim in the 1970s on the classic UFO albums such as Phenomena. Lights Out before joining Scorpions for 1979's Love Drive. He departed soon thereafter to launch Michael Shanker Group. Anytime. And while his sometimes erratic behavior had derailed parts of his career, Shanker remains one of the hard rock's and metal's most influential axemen. Yes, I agree with that. So supergroups, let's start talking about them. Do you have anything to say about them? Oh, okay. Well, let me say something. Motor Sister. Remember when we did a video the other day? Who was the video? Oh, Vera Farmiga doing Iron Maiden's The Trooper. And this ding-dong right here, the bald guy with the beard, Scott Ian, he's in every single band ever known to man. If he ain't in the garage jamming with his son, he's out on the road doing something somewhere. He is a man of 1,000 bands. And that's his wife right there, Adele, or Adelaide, or Aubrey. I can't remember. Maybe it'll say. Motor Sister featuring Anthrax, Fates Warning, and ex-White Zombie members. New single right there, just like that. Available now. So that might be something we do on a first listen, right? Rock supergroup Motor Sister featuring Jim Wilson, Mother Superior, Scott Ian, Anthrax, Pearl a Day, Scott's wife and daughter of late actor, yes, musician Meatloaf, Joey Vera, Armored Saint. Oh, was he in Fates Warning too, Joey Vera? What period would that have been in? And John Tempesta, The Cult, will release its new album, Get Off. 22 positions in a one-night stand. On May 6th via Metal Blade Records. The LP's second single, right there, just like that, can be streamed below. Who's this quote from? To me, this tune has a great nod to our early 70s influence without it sounding trite, says Joey Vera. It sounds fresh and modern while still feeling familiar. Wilson adds, the riff was so driving and sexy, the song had to be about a girl who just wants to fuck. Oh my God, no, sorry. Just wants to have fun. Girls, they want to have fun. Oh, girls just want to have fun. And it really shows the strength we have with the two strong singers. Oh, Scott Ian's going to conclude this. Monster riffs plus giant hooks equals right there, just like that. Bang your heads. Get Off will be available digitally as well as physically on Digipack CD, 180-gram black vinyl, crimson red, and blue smoky vinyl, U.S. exclusives, the pale blue gray marble vinyl, EU exclusive, limited to 200 copies. Did I read a date when that was supposed to come out? I feel like a dum-dum now. May 6th. That's when it's coming out. Oh, here's some of the song titles. Can't Get High Enough. Coming for you, baby, coming for you, right there, just like that. Sooner or later, you can get it for free. Excuse Me, Your Life is Exposed. Lion's Den, 1 Million Miles. Pain, Bulletproof. Bruise It or Lose It, Time's Up, and Rolling Boy Blues. Yeah, if you want a good rock record, you end it with a nice slow bluesy jam. Ba-bum, baby, baby. I got the Rolling Boy Blues. The doom ba doo ba doo doo dee jeep wee wee. One more story about supergroups and a full disclosure, and you're going to say, Shane, you're a damn bastard and a creepoid. I saw this image and I was like, who's this? She's a beautiful little gal, but I also was going, members of Soundgarden, Nirvana, and Pearl Jam launch new supergroup, Third Secret. It's not the first secret, not the second secret, but the third secret. Now, looking from this, it looks like Chris Novoselic from Nirvana's in it. Kim Thale from Soundgarden. Oh, pardon me. Drummer guy from Soundgarden. I can't remember what he did. And then these two other people here. There's two females and then another fellow over here that I don't know. So let's see what we can learn about this supergroup. And it looks like, guys, it looks like they're going to put out a record. Soundgarden guitarist Kim Thale, Nirvana bassist Chris Novoselic, and Soundgarden and Pearl Jam drummer Matt Cameron. Oh, that's right. He went over and started playing with the Pearls of Jam. Have joined forces in a new band called Third Secret. The group, whose lineup is rounded out by Bubba Dupree, who's that? Who dat? Guitarist from DC hardcore outfit Void, and alt-metal supergroup Hater, also featuring Cameron, and vocalist Jennifer Johnson and Jillian Ray, Novoselic's bandmates in Giants in the Trees. That's who she is then. Okay, because I've heard some of that. It's very folky, but Chris Novoselic lives in a small town, and he's got some fellas there that he jams with, and this beautiful lady here, she's in that band. It's called Giants in the Trees, if you want to check some of that out. Surprise release its self-debut album, recorded and mixed by famed Seattle producer Jack Endino on Monday, April 11th. So it is out. You can go listen to that Third Secret record now. Novoselic hinted at Third Secret's existence in February, writing in a since-deleted tweet, "I am really busy trying to finish a record, in the middle of some hang-ups, looking for a mid-March release, but it's a secret, so don't tell anybody." And then someone got right on his ass and said, "Listen, you're not Nirvana anymore, and you need to delete that tweet." And he went, "Yes, sir." Third Secret track listing, we don't need to go through that. Third Secret recently played a secret show at Seattle's Museum of Pop Culture. A photo of the performance is available on the band's website. Oh, you get to look at a picture of them. If you didn't believe for 1 second that they were in a band. Now, it looks like the two people that are in Novoselic's band are on this album cover. And he's even got the finger up going, "Shh, keep it a secret. Don't tell anybody." Okay. Did we? I'm sorry to do this, guys, but can we? Yeah, we never looked at that clip of Marilyn Manson kicking him. Let's watch that one. Look at you, boom, get you, boom. He does his kicks up, boom, kicks him right there. Kicks him. And he says, "You son of a bitch." Pick up your guitar. Pick up your guitar. Listen, I've got a woman locked in the basement downstairs. I ain't got time for this. Put your damn guitar on. Quit trying to punch me. And let's get back to the song. I thought he did say something like, "You want to go?" See, and he did spooky hands at him. "What you gonna do, bro?" You know, I'm sorry about that. Jesus, I'm flighty today. Let's get into those comments and see what all you fine folks have to say. I did double check them, triple check them, so let's do this now. Ed Z, great job stepping into the mix on your intro. Was that all live or did you use any backing tracks? No. Ed, I only use my talents. I don't ever use backing tracks of any kind. Sebastian does seem to always be in a tussle with someone. And he does. You know, he likes to throw little things out there and stuff. Michael Sweet and Oz Fox will be taking Stryper on tour soon. Looks like they're both be well enough. I believe Oz is recovering from a brain tumor. Great show, bro. Thank you, my friend. Here's this. This is why you listen to this podcast right here, is because I'm going to tell you something right now that I've never deleted a video ever except one, and it was right when Oz Fox fell down on the stage. I did kind of a video autopsy to it. This was before I knew that it was, I thought it was some kind of like derp. He drank too much at the casino or whatever. It turned out that he had a brain tumor. He had this brain tumor. Ed Z's right about that. And it was only up for about 3 hours. And the response, I guess we learned that it was a brain tumor that I had no clue about. And it was just a barrage of, "Man, that is brutal. How could you?" So I deleted that video because I felt horrible about it. I thought it was just a goofy fall. I didn't realize that it was a serious health concern and condition. And so that is the one video that I have deleted from this channel that I felt horrible about. So there's a deep inside fun nugget for you, Ed, just a special one. And you stay great. Here you go. Bling, there's your heart. White bread coming in. We'll never forget seeing Metallica for the first time. Was the Ride the Lightning tour. Man, oh man, that would have been amazing. That was the only album I knew of them and had only seen a picture of them from the album. Cliff Burton stole the show. He headbanged nonstop. Yeah. Was taking hits from people's joints in the front row while playing and would give them his beers between songs. God damn. He got on the mic and called James a fuckhead because he was tuning his guitar and holding up the show. He was clearly the alpha of the band. Then he played his bass solo, which I had never heard before. Incredible. Was that Pulling Teeth? I had a disposable camera and took lots of pictures and still have them. The ticket stub was for $8. A museum would be cool. That is a fantastic, yeah, that's getting a heart and a thumb. I love hearing stories like that from people. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, he swung right over and slapped my hand, and I was a little guy at the time. Here's a funny little story, too, about Metallica, was that tour, Master of Puppets. They were headbanging the whole time. I never saw James Hetfield's face. There was always hair in his face. So they get to Battery, and he says, this next song, if the person next to you doesn't know the words to this song, rip their fucking throat out. This is Battery. Then they launched into Battery. Fast forward to those In the Round that they started to do. And they did I saw them twice on that tour. I think it was somewheres around the Black album, right? And they did that video thing of tribute to Cliff before they played, and they were kind of in the round. And I remember the moment when James Hetfield, they just about to do Nothing Else Matters or something like that. And James Hetfield said, you know, we got a lot of new fans out there. So if they don't know the words to this one, help them out. And then they launched into Nothing Else Matters or something like that. So very interesting. Sir, there's your Heartsy Kaboom, $8 ticket. Wonderful. You'll never see that again. Miss Althea, the wonderful Miss Althea coming in. The dumbstruck fool says, I don't know if you can top the opening rap. For God's sake, I feel compelled to buy a drill. I mean, you know, it's a gift. I guess Jericho's statement of it's just the way of the world right now sums up everything, and why is there a need to keep the fur flying? It's an age-old issue debate at this point, and obviously nothing was learned from Milli Vanilli 3 decades ago. Shane, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. Girl, you know it's true. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I think the thing with Milli Vanilli was, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but they were like these sexy-looking dreadlocked fellas, and the other dudes that sang it were not very attractive or whatever. And so they said, you're gonna lip sync this, and we're gonna make millions. Another people that did that was CC Music Factory. That everybody dance now. That high voice lady in the video, she's drop dead gorgeous and weighs 120 pounds. And it was a big woman and they said, you're not going to be in the video or whatever. So they used her voice and put this sexy lady that probably couldn't sing worth a shit, but. Udo, this is still Miss Althea. Udo is likely the unsung heavy metal godfather. What with all his sage advice and looking out for the young ones. Amazing but scary at the same time to realize that he was at the onset of his career when I was in kindergarten or first grade. Yeah, that I do start to reflect on all that. All your heroes are like getting really old. I mean, I remember the moment that my mother bought me Bark at the Moon. I was just headed to go get a hernia surgery. And she put the cassette tape of Bark at the Moon. She said, look what I got you. And I was like, God damn. And we listened to Bark at the Moon on the way to the hospital to get my surgery. And it's like now they're frail and getting older and stuff. Your artistic license with the Michael Shanker reading had me rolling. This one's not going to be as good, Miss Althea. I'm sorry. I kind of flipped and flopped all over the place. Why do I get the feeling multiple utterings of how you say did in fact come out of Shanker's mouth, but missed the final transcript and editing? Yeah. How you say, come to the one to the, yeah. Still Miss Althea here. I am not going to take too much stock in Rachel Boland's statement, at least not right now. It is seemingly a jinx every time a band member literally gushes over the new lead singer. And the Skids' track record in this area is not favorable. Yeah. We'll just have to see what happens. It's one of them. It's either Sabo or Rachel that's going, yeah, he ate one of my bran muffins over there, and I'm not a fan. I've never been a big Stryper fan, but kudos to them for pushing through adversity and their respective health challenges. Yeah. That little bit that we played of Stryper 2 sounds pretty damn tasty, so we'll have to see what happens with it. But nobody wants to see, old Ozfox go down or anything like that. I mean, I owned the I saw what video was it that I saw? I saw Striper Soldiers Under Command or something on MTV, and I went, oh shit, I need to go buy this. And then when they put out To Hell Is the Devil, I was like, oh shit, I'm down for this. Let's see. I have only recently come to appreciate Metallica's older material, and I wish the Burton Museum venture all the best. Yeah, it's my favorite stuff. The first. I mean, I'm not even the biggest fan because I'm so tired of Whiplash and all those songs. The Kill 'Em All, but Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and what's funny is, as many people talk about Lars Ulrich's drum playing, he. I know there's been jokes made recently that, from like James Hetfield and stuff going, you don't play the songs for the fans the way you used to play the songs. But if you listen to any of those records, I thought he was doing a hell of a lot more than what he was actually really doing, because he's kind of a one bass player, kind of just give your double bass pedals just a couple of clipper clops. You know what I mean? He plays the same way. He's just a little bit older and a little bit slower and a little bit, some of those spicy, fast drum rolls and stuff he's laid off of. But overall, his playing style through all those records has been about the same. And I think Ride the Lightning is just a fantastic record. If someone could get in the comments below and tell me there's an amazing song on there that they rarely played live and they've just started playing it again, and I can't remember exactly what the song title is at the moment. There's your heart, Miss Althea. You're great. Here's Oscar. I wonder if Satan is messing with Striper. See no evil, hear no evil. Man, that is deep. That is deep, because you got Michael Sweet with the eye thing, and you got Ozfox with the hearing thing. My God, Oscar, you need to make a meme of that if you haven't already, or if someone hasn't already, because that's a fantastic little meme. Great impersonation of Michael Shanker. Und thank you, Oscar. Much appreciated. Maybe he'll get in the news more and we can do it. I guess really I could use it for anyone from Germany, right? It's just a take on Klaus Meine. Anytime that guy was talking to an audience, he's like Tobias Forge, a ghost. You can't understand a damn word he says. And you're like, yeah, I don't know what the hell you just said there. Michael Buchanan here. You did it. You really did it. Ask for a rap opening theme song and boom, there it is. It's just, like I've said, it's a gift and I can kind of come up with some ideas. Good thing I wasn't drinking anything because I laughed big time. Thank you for being you, my friend. Thank you for being you. You guys are all fantastic, man. Supporting this little horse and pony thing. It's amazing. There's your heart. Never been a Fozzy fan. Don't know. This is Mike Buchanan. Never been a Fozzy fan, don't know, just can't get into him. Yeah. The thing that keeps flashing in my mind is the video autopsy we did on Fozzy lip syncing. The one big meatball that gets on stage and is doing those kind of kinky hip thrusts and stuff, it still sticks in my brains. You're like, this guy should not be on stage shaking his stuff like that. Samar coming in here. Request, dude. Next reaction, OKI Fadlan, great drummer from Indonesia. I'll have to look into that, my friend. You're going to have to put that comment somewheres elsewhere. We can get at it at some point, but there's a heartsy for you. I'm not going to put the comment there, you see. In my videos, I say I'm going to hit the heart and tell you that I'll do it. Not going to do that there. I'm just going to, hopefully you'll listen to this end of the podcast and go, well, for Christ's sakes, he gave me the heart, but he didn't say he was going to do it. So what now? Oscar coming back in. You keep outdoing yourself in the intro. Sounds like it could be a Beck song with some random lyrics out of the blue. Like buying a drill. Yeah. Or a beefcake with pantyhose. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, wasn't that his song? Kill the headlights and put it in neutral. With stock confident with the beefcake with the pantyhose. Yeah. Well, I just keep trying. As an artist, as a keyboardist, you just keep trying until you get it right. Most of the time, you get it wrong. Every once in a while, you get it right. There's a heart for you. And Jamie Snake coming in. Love your channel, dude. Well, guess what? I love you. You're getting another thumbsy upsy and a heartsy, Jamie Snake. And you guess what you're going to get? Thank you. I'm doing it. And that's what I'm going to do. Bang. So that is it for this episode. Let's see if what we can do here. It really chaps my gizzards that I have to redo all this stuff, but let's get the beat going and see. We're going to get, ooh. Jive Talkin with Shane D. Get your hard rockin' news for free. We wanna do it handily. Jive Talkin with Shane D. 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 Jive Talkin. Done.